Hi, I'm your host, Monta Williams, and today on Military Makeover Operation Career, we've got 4 inspirational stories about veterans who found gainful employment after leaving the military. Our first story highlights one company that's committed to the greater good and gives their employees paid time off to volunteer in their communities. Altria realizes that veterans have put their lives on the line in the service of their country, and they've made it their mission to provide them with employment opportunities once they've gotten out.
For myself, I really wanted to serve, and I wanted to serve in a capacity where I was, part of it, not necessarily like a support role. I wanted to be a part of the fight. I wanted to, do something bigger than just my little life. I was deployed over in the Jordanian-Syrian border, and we did medevac for those guys over there. It was a week of nothing, followed by 2 hours of chaos, going to pick up any casualties or anything. So it was a rough transition. I had a rough year whenever I came back, but fortunately for me, I have some really great colleagues and a mentor at Altria.
The Altria Group of Companies, Philip Morris USA, John Middleton Company, and U.S. Smokeless Tobacco are leaders in the tobacco industry.
We're looking at a time where our country is much more diverse than it's ever been before, and people expect companies and brands to speak to them in a very authentic way. My job is really about helping Altria find the best diverse talent that we can possibly find that will help us meet our needs for today and tomorrow. Let me know when they come in. Absolutely, I'll give you a call. Thank you. I expected to have a relatively quiet military career, and that didn't end up being the case. 2 deployments and several hurricane activations later, it took me about 7 years to graduate with my MBA just from all the time away from school. We reach out to veterans because they offer us an opportunity to really touch a very wide, diverse group of people. When I think about the qualities that veterans bring, I think about leadership, I think about discipline, I think about teamwork, I think about perseverance. I think about how they show up to work every day because they have to know the mission. And so if you think about what veterans can add to that line of sight, that laser focus on making sure that we are achieving the goal and we're doing the right work, ultimately is what helps us be successful. What we do focus on when we talk about hiring veterans into the company is what can we do to make the transition easier for them.
I was actually 17 years old when I joined the military, and I spent 8 years in the military. We saw a lot of combat. I had one member of my unit that was killed in action, and I had a few others who were severely wounded from IED explosions because we ran convoys. I struggled every day with PTSD.
The toughest part is coming home. You live so close and you work so close with a group of people that you are your family, for the time that you're over there. And when you come home, you're kind of isolated.
We have an employee resource group that's focused on military veterans called Salute. That is wonderful, and what we tend to do when we know is when we have new veterans in the company, we try to link them up with Salute.
Salute is here for basically military employees. On a localized level, we serve the community, and we look at what can we do to hire more vets into these positions, and what are we looking for, and working closely with HR and different leaders to achieve those goals.
Brandon White is an individual who really has taken to Salute and galvanizing his employees in the area that he works to really help make an impact on the company.
Using Salute as my platform, I can actually drive towards more volunteer hours that benefit veterans.
I chose Altria because we have wonderful people.
Here, when I meet people, they hug me. It's definitely like a big family. It's like when I go home and my husband hugs me. That's how I feel here. You go to a unit meeting, people hug you.
I would encourage any vet, if you're looking for a place where you can be challenged, that's going to support you, that's going to give you different opportunities, that's going to allow you to really push the limits of what you're capable of and continue to grow and compensate you well at the same time, I would encourage Altria at the drop of a dime.